James Corbett of the Corbett Report joins us. Really great to see you. Why does the US establishment behave like this?
It's important to understand the establishment as a collection of psychopathic individuals, and that's not meant as some sort of metaphor. That's meant as almost a medical diagnosis. There is a percentage of the population, it's disputed by medical experts, but somewhere between 3 and 4% is generally the figure cited, of people who have a medical condition where they are absolutely unable to feel the natural human empathy that we feel for one another and compassion that we feel for people in situations that are underprivileged or what have you, people who are in positions of pain or suffering. There is a percentage of the population that has absolutely none of those feelings, and these tend to be the people who rise into positions of power and prominence in power structures that themselves are designed specifically to inflict pain and suffering on others. So it is not a big stretch to imagine how psychopathic individuals advance in military or intelligence functions.
Tanks and armoured vehicles have now moved in to shoot more unarmed civilians. James Corbett notes these incredible atrocities seem intentional to justify NATO military intervention. Right on cue, this week Kiev officially asked for international military help in eastern Ukraine. The author of Questioning the War on Terror, Dr. Kevin Barrett, joins us. Really great to see you. What are the conclusions from Northwoods to Operation Gladio today?
We're learning more and more about how psychopathic so many of our leaders are and have been. Stories about Lyndon Johnson that I can't repeat on international media because they're so disgusting. Stories about the Bush family involving the worst, most despicable kinds of crime. It's become supremely obvious that a lot of the Western leadership is deeply corrupt. And I think that has a terrible effect on the larger society because it's natural for people to imitate those above them in the social hierarchy. So we, I think, need to rethink the process that we're using to put people into leadership positions, military leadership, intelligence leadership, political leadership, and we need to think about coming up with a way to maybe administer psychopathy tests to people who are aspiring leaders, or otherwise vet people to try to make sure that people in the top positions have some kind of conscience. Because if they don't, I'm afraid things are going to just spiral out of control. Whole societies will become so corrupt that they will fall apart, and civilization itself will be threatened.